Good afternoon, Calvary Community Church. It's Pastor Scott. I just want to remind you that this Sunday, July 19th, we are regathering for the first time as a church since the middle of March. And so what an exciting time this is. We are looking forward to it. We've been working hard to pull this together, and I'm excited to see many of you here. Now, I know some of you will not be able to come. Some of you won't want to come, and that's perfectly fine. If you're sick, please don't come. If you've got a heavy cough or you've got a fever or just not feeling well, just go ahead and stay home. It's okay. If you're not comfortable coming to church, stay home. It's okay. If you can't comply by some of the things that we're asking you to do, it's okay to continue to stay home. We will do our services both in person and also have a live stream. Now, let me bring you up to speed on the service times. Prayer meeting will be at 8 o'clock like it always is. If you'd like the link for that Zoom call, just contact me at scott@calvaryschaumburg.org and I'll get you the link. We'll have Sunday school. This is a change. Sunday school at 8:45. And we'll be done by about 9:45 to give people enough time to get to church, because Sunday school is by Zoom as well. So if you need the link for that, let me know that as well. And we'll get that done so that we can have plenty of time for people to come for the worship service that will be at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock, that's a change. So none of this is normal. It's all very different. Don't expect things to be normal when you come back. They won't be. We have to maintain 6 feet social distancing. We have to avoid touching. And when I say avoid, that means no touching, no handshaking, no fist bumping, no hugging. All right, we need you to do all of that, maintain 6 feet social distance. And we know that there's a crowd and there's people and it won't always be perfect. And we understand, but try very hard. When you come, the doors will be open to the church at 10:40 and the service will start at 11 o'clock. The only doors, and this is a correction from what was previously put out in the first letter that I sent out to you. The only doors that will be open are door number 1, that's the main entrance, and door number 10, that's the side entrance over by the men's room, door number 10. So in the foyer, there's door 10 by the men's room and door 1, which is the main entrance. Those are the only 2 entrances that will be unlocked. Everything else will be locked, and you can only use it as an emergency exit. As a matter of fact, the only part of the building we're using is the foyer, the worship center, and of course the restrooms. So it's going to be different. You're going to be limited to that space. Now, when you get here, an usher will greet you and take you to your seat. We're going to seat people from the front to the back. Now I know, and I can already see some wheels spinning here. You've got your favorite seat. I know that. I've got typically where I sit. But we need to be flexible about this. Flexible, loving, gracious, cooperative. Those are the words of the day. You will be taken to the front of the auditorium and you will be seated by an usher who will make sure you're seated with an appropriate distance between you and the parties around you. Every other row of the sanctuary is blocked off, or the worship center is blocked off, and we will have the ushers seat you to where you will be appropriately social distance. We should have plenty of room for everybody that will come to church on Sunday while still maintaining an appropriate social distance. Once you're in your seat, we ask you to remain in your seat, okay, until the service concludes. If you have to get up and leave the worship center for any reason during the service, we're not going to allow you to come back in. So if you've got to get up and go to the bathroom, we're not going to allow you to come back in. Make sure you try to take care of that stuff before the service, okay? There will be overflow seating for people that have to leave or people that come after the service has already begun. You'll be seated in the foyer in an overflow seating area, okay? So these are really important things. Why are we doing that? So that we can maintain social distancing. We want everyone to come and worship, to come and joyfully praise the Lord. You're going to hear about more about that on Sunday in the message. We're going to praise the Lord. And we want everybody to feel comfortable and safe and actually be safe. So this is very important. Last thing I want to emphasize in this particular video, and that's this. Everyone will be required to wear a face covering, a mask. All right? Everybody. Now, the only exception to this are children under the age of 5. Okay? Children under 5 do not need to wear a face covering. But everybody else needs to wear it from the time you come into the building to the time you leave the building. And we're going to sing, beloved. We've decided we're not going to gather if we can't sing. So part of the reason for that face covering is obviously to make sure we're safe. But it's really especially important when we're singing, because that's when droplets get projected. And that's how this virus has been spread predominantly. So that'll keep people safe. Now, I'll just add this as well. When you leave, we're going to ask you to leave through certain exits. We'll direct you at the end of the service, and we're going to ask you to leave the building. If you have to go to the restroom, that's fine. But we're going to ask you to exit the building. Outside, you can take off your mask, and you can fellowship with people outside. If it's raining, you're going to have to get in your car and go home, or sit under an awning or something and talk out there. But we're going to ask you to go outside and fellowship on the sidewalks and in the parking lot, around your cars, etc. Just keep the parkways open for people to drive that want to leave, and just be careful and mindful. Okay? Why? Because large public gatherings are still thought to be a problem, especially indoors. So we want to spread you out, outside, outdoors, out of the building, and hopefully that'll keep everybody safe. Okay? Now, that's the first video I'm going to bring to you. I got at least one other one I'm going to bring to you. So stay tuned and look for these over the next few days. All right? God bless you. Hope to see many of you on Sunday. Take care. Have a great day.